believe I can fly. Oh, I believe I can touch the sky. Right, so today the reason I'm singing this song is because we are going to be reviewing a Flying Dutchman that does not actually fly. This guy literally really have a phobia of flying. Of course, I'm talking about Dennis Bergkamp. We are going to be looking at the CP version because the World Legend one is still quite unattainable for most people. So the CP one is relatively more affordable. So let's look at the stats first. He has good strength, 85. That is something that I've never ever thought is possible, because when Bergkamp was playing, I was still quite little, about 12, 13-year-old. But he always seemed to me like a kind of Iniesta kind of player, you know? So I'm quite surprised with his strength. Good stamina, 83. It's not exactly very fast. 82 sprint, 84 acceleration. His jump is quite ridiculously bad, 79 only. Agility is also quite low. This is something that I'm quite surprised. His balance is good, 85. Good ball control. This is expected lah. My impression of Dennis Bergkamp is that he's very technical. So 92 ball control, 85 dribbling. His shot passing, finishing is 88. That's decent. His heading is atrocious, 69. I'm not even sure if he can connect with the ball to his head. Next, we have his volley is good. His free kick is good, his penalty is decent, his positioning is of course very good, that's expected, 88 positioning. Aggression is not very good, reaction is good, 86. Now, on to his styles, he's got 10 of them. Goal master, finisher, target man, wing player, free kick master, acrobatic, that's important, he's a tanker. Okay, so obviously no aerial threat, but at least he's a tanker. His work rate is mid-low, not ideal, but then again, he generally plays as a center forward, like a second striker, so maybe mid-low might work for him. So if you go to the mobile app and look at his stats and his profile, you will see that he is actually skinny, which, like I've said many times, that is the best possible body type you can get. So skinny, 183.78, that is quite a nice physical build. Now in terms of price, quite expensive to be honest. Currently it's 290. Wow, the average is only 160, so it's almost twice the average right now. So very expensive. We will have to go into the in-game analysis to see if he's worth this exorbitant price. Alrighty. First things first, he is really quite silky because there's a few things going on. First thing is his ball control is very high, dribbling is decent, and also his body type skinny, which means he is the type that can weave in and out of defenses. So very technical. In fact, when you use Bergkamp in this game, you will have this technical feel to him. He feels so good on the ball, you know, like he's very smooth. So this is something that I get. It's an overview kind of picture that he gives, very technical. Now I'm also very surprised by his aerial ability, because if you look at his stats, right, 79 jump, 69 heading, there is no way, okay, he is a threat in the air. But the fact is, and you can see in the highlights, he scored so many headers, it's ridiculous. There was a game against like a guy called HM Nico or something, who is quite good, and I always have tight games with him. But Bergkamp just destroyed him with 4 headed goals, I think, if I'm not wrong. And then there are so many headed goals along the way. My feel is that his positioning is so good that he does not need to challenge for headers. Okay, he gets into the so-called free header zones whereby the defenders have absolutely no chance of getting to the ball. And some strikers have that ability, and for some reason CP Bergkamp seem to have this ability of getting into empty places, of getting into empty spaces in the box for the free header. Very surprising. And he's got good physical build to him, so players who are skinny tend to stay on their feet more as compared to average. That's what I feel. And he's got good balance, good strength to him, so when he's up there, you can be assured that he can protect the ball. That's very important, because I've used some really weak players. The defender just have to smell him only, and then he's rolling all over the place already. So those strikers are really annoying to use. Oh, and the next thing is his general goal scoring and assist making. He seemed like the perfect center forward, so to speak, in the sense that he can both score and assist. So you have got some players who cannot score and then assist a lot, and then you have some players that assist a lot that doesn't score. Bergkamp seems to do a good balance of both. He scores a fair bit of goals and also assists a fair bit of them. A classic example of a player that can only do one is like my World Legend Patrick Kluivert. So he focused more on scoring and he does not really assist as much. Bergkamp really do both very well. In terms of weakness, right, first thing is he's not exactly the fastest of player. During the gameplay, he seemed to be able to stay in front of the defender a lot. But if you're up against those crazy teams, I think he might have a problem. 82 sprint at +1, a bit risky lah, so to speak. The next thing is I'm not entirely convinced about his area ability. Now the 6 games that I played with him, he scored a ton of header, but I'm worried that is because of the new player effect, because I opened him straight from pack and used him already. So I'm worried that if the effects wear off, he might, go back to the normal Bergkamp whereby the area ability is not that good. Because I've used the World Legend Bergkamp via the rental and he was atrocious in the air. Free header, he still can't hit one. Really bad. I don't know why the CP1 is so good in the air. So this is something that maybe you guys want to find out more after the new player effect has wear off. Is he still going to be so good in the air? Now overall, based on my gameplay with him, right, he was a 9 out of 10 because he was so good. Single-handedly destroys team with his head. Okay, not his feet, with his head, and his general dribbling, general passing, playmaking is so good. He deserves a 9 out of 10. To be honest, I'm still not convinced about that area ability, so I am going to be safer and give him maybe a 7 out of 10. Of course, if you guys have tried CP Bergkamp and he is consistently good in the air, then he deserves a 9 out of 10. But for now, probably a 7. On to the last question, is he worth it? I will say no, because 290 million is really quite pricey, okay? For that price, you can get Ronaldo, I think CP or LP. Plus minus something, you can get a CR already. So I'm not sure if you want to go for Bergkamp, because obviously Bergkamp is not as good as Ronaldo. But if you're an Arsenal fan, then go for it, man. If you're an Arsenal fan, you enjoy using Arsenal legends, then yeah, Bergkamp is probably a good choice. But then again, there is a lack of good center forwards in the game, like good real center forwards in the game. I think Henry is one, but he's very unattainable. I think the next in line is probably Bergkamp already. So yeah, he's one of the better center forwards in the game. I would say 290 is a bit steep. Maybe if it's 160 like the average price, yes. Okay, and that is all I have for this review. Hope you guys enjoy. Next week we will be reviewing Rui Costa CP. Alright, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Okay, if you enjoy my FIFA Online free content, and do subscribe to our channel for more FO3 content. Do drop by our Facebook fan page as well and give it a like over there. The link is in the description box, and I'll see you soon.